yeah. Whoa, yeah. Her she acting different when I'm not there. Hey, that can be my girl, I need a new pair. I was on that metro with that bus fare, rocking all these Jordans, I never had a pair. Oh, where were you when I was hurting? Yeah, see me on your Twitter, now you lurking. Yeah, I've been studying.
What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Tia. We got another video on the 21 Future YouTube channel. First of all, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, you know what I'm about to ask next. I need you guys to do 3 things. I need you to like this video. I need you to subscribe to this video 2-3 times. Shit. If you got multiple YouTube channels, subscribe from every single one. Third thing, I need you to comment. And I feel like you guys are going to have a lot to say on this video by the end of it. So feel free, converse with me, let me know some, as always. Alright, so we got a super hyped up shoe today. The Jordan 1 Mochas released on Halloween. Crazy release. Absolute shit show. Let's get into it. The hype on these were just absolutely ridiculously crazy. And I have my take on that, and I'll explain later what I mean, or, you know, what I think about why the hype was like that. But without further ado, we are going to introduce the Jordan 1 Mochas. Highly anticipated, mainly because of the Travis Scott ones. A lot of people missed out on those, right? Kind of limited shoe. You know, Nike be on that BS. We all go through it. Difficult shoe to get. So let me show you guys what these look like. All right, y'all. So before I get started, I'm going to tell you, release day, I was absolutely pissed off. And I was pissed off because this shoe was ridiculously hard to get. And, you know, I don't want to be entitled, you know what I mean? And I don't want to come off that way. But especially at a time right now in the sneaker community, everyone wants to be a reseller. And it's nothing wrong with that. But you have people wanting to be resellers just because the next person is doing it, and so forth and so on, and don't really necessarily, you know the stories behind sneakers, or they don't even like wearing sneakers in the first place. And I mean, if that's what you do, to each his own, because I'm never going to knock anyone's hustle. I'm just more so frustrated with the amount of traffic that these sites have been getting, and, you know, at least for manual users, if you're going that way, it's damn near impossible to get shoes anymore. So I didn't perform very well. I still was very lucky to at least get 1 pair. Nike blessed me, not on sneakers, but they did bring sneakers pass back, which they haven't done that in a while. So that was a nice sight to see. And so Dallas, which is where I'm located, we did get a release. And after like 10, 11 network errors, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I kept at it, and I finally got through and was able to get a pair, fortunately in my personal size. So I'm done with that rant, pissed off, but it's whatever. I wanted more, you know, I got bills to pay, but it's cool. So let me show you this. I got this from Nike, like I told y'all. Oh, right there, you see it. Boom, bow. We all know that Nike bag. I show y'all that just to let y'all know, like I tell you in every video, this shit is 100% authentic. I don't fuck with fake shoes, period. Alright, so we got the typical Nike Jordan 1 box that we always see, 8.5, and nothing too special with the box. We're used to seeing this, but I will say, as a lover of Jordan 1s, you know, I got a lot of these in my closet, and I'm a huge fan of the Jordan 1s. I got some on right now, actually, with just the way, you know, they're just so easily rockable out of all of the Jordan models. So you can never really go wrong with the Jordan 1s. Here is your first look at the Jordan 1 Mochas. Boom. You know, black toe. All right. So, like I said, typical Jordan 1 shoe, but I mean, I can't even say typical because it's a Jordan 1, and, you know, I know how I feel about Jordan 1s. I know how the rest of the sneaker community feels about Jordan 1s. You honestly can never, and I say this and I mean this 100%, you can never have too many pairs of Jordan 1s especially in the different flavors that Jordan has been dropping them in. You can never have too many pairs. Now, as someone who has had a ton of kicks at a point in time, I always try to downsize like 10 pairs a year. I will say that I usually stick to kind of like the OG colorways that we're kind of used to. So my absolute favorite pair is the Chicago ones, and I'll talk about that in a later video. But those shoes hold a special place in my heart. But colorways like these, I like them. I keep a few of them, but not all of the time. Sometimes I just get rid of them because, like I said, I like those original colorways. So you see this, one thing I love about this Jordan 1, and you can never go wrong, is the black toe. And so we've seen the black toe in a ton of different variations. My favorite is just in the original red, black, and white, you know, the black toes that we've seen. So that does this shoe a lot of justice. And then, you know, over the ankle flaps and on the heel, you see the Mocha colorway that they're referring to throughout the shoe. I thought this was Mocha colored, but usual tongue, right? You got Nike. We're used to seeing that. And then you got the Air Jordan symbol that you see on pretty much every single pair of Jordan 1s. Interesting, not really interesting, but they do give you an extra set of laces. So first look at the shoe. Like I said, it's a Jordan 1, so automatically I'm just kind of like, it's a dope shoe. As far as the color, right, it automatically makes you think of the Travis Scott ones. And I have a pair of Travis Scott ones. I got those from Nike too. And I was expecting to see, I don't know if it said sale. Let me check this. Because the white was supposed to be sale, at least early on. They said it was kind of like that sale white that you see on like the shattered backboards. But it doesn't quite look like that as much as it does on the shattered backboard. So on the box it does say it's that sale colorway. This looks white to me. I mean, kind of along the midsole. It looks a little like off-white, but generally speaking, it looks white. I wish it was kind of more sale, like the shattered backboard was, or is. And I think that would have made this shoe look even better than it already does. It's really not much to explain on this shoe other than that, right? I mean, I guess if you look at it, it is kind of like that off-white. Far as quality, it's definitely not that tumbled leather that you saw on the shattered backboard. So, I mean, it's still a decent shoe. It's just everyone used to always talk about, yo, the quality, shattered backboards, yo, the quality, bro, the quality, bro, the quality, bro, the quality. And so I know I might have overdid that, but shit, that's all I heard when the shattered backboards released, was the quality. And I had them too. And I'll be honest, I've never had a Jordan 1 that had quality like the shattered backboard ones. Fortunately, I had to get rid of them because they weren't my size, but that's probably one of the biggest shoes that I regret getting rid of because I should have held on to them and traded it for my size. But you live and you learn. Anyway, back to the Mochas. Good shoe, dope shoe. Now it's time for me to go on a rant. So, I call these the poor man Travis Scott ones. And a lot of people, you know, I like to get people's feedback on different shoes and things like that, especially right after the release. And so, a lot of people were saying, yo, like, these are so much better than the Travis Scott ones, and blah, this, blah, that. And I'm just kind of like, bro, no, they're not. If the Travis Scott ones did not drop before this shoe, the hype on these would have been half of what it was. And I don't care what anyone says. If there was no Travis Scott one, the Travis Scott ones paved the way for a shoe like this. Other than that, no one would have really been checking for them that much. You know, like, I look at these shoes, right? Like I said, it's a Jordan 1, so you're going to love it off bat. But they kind of bring me in the mind of you guys remember when the clay greens and the blue moons dropped? And so those had hype behind them, but not nearly as much hype as this colorway did. And it's pretty much the same exact shoe. You have the black toe, you know, where the color is. So you have the blue moon and the clay green. Where the color is, this is the Mocha. So that's probably the shoe that I compare it most closely to. And those shoes, even though the color was like 10 times better, especially the Blue Moons, I thought those were super dope. Had both of those too. Especially as far as color, like this is a cool color, but what made this color like pop and now all of a sudden everyone wants it is the Travis Scott ones. And so to even bring my point home even more, I'm gonna go grab my Travis Scott ones so I can show you guys why it just does not compare. You may think differently, you know, feel free to go off in the comments. Fortunately, I didn't have to dig super deep in my closet to pick these up. It was my birthday, so tell me happy birthday. It's probably gonna, by the time you see this video, it'll probably be about a month. But I did a photo shoot in these, so didn't have to go very far to get them. Here's my Travis Scott ones. Hopefully that's focused in. 8.5 is my size for all the sneakerheads out there that want to trick on me. But first of all, you talk about packaging. You know, you got this typical Jordan 1 box, but to go along with the Travis Scott 1 theme in this brown colorway that everyone's kind of going crazy over in the Mochas. You know, this shoe right here, this shit right here was the thing that started, you know, I like brown shoes. Because before Travis Scott 1s, who was checking for a brown shoe? Come on, let's be honest. So, you got the pink Cactus Jack. I don't want the light to kind of like blur that, but you got the pink Cactus Jack, you know, tissue paper. I have worn them a little bit, but bro, look at this. And you talk about that tumble leather, bro, the quality, bro, the quality, bro, the quality. Like, look at these on the Travis Scott ones. I don't know if you can see, but they got like that tumble leather. Like, look, bro. The Mocha ones is stiff, and that's okay. Still dope shoe, but look at these two. That's a dope ass shot. Travis Scott's, right? And I'm not even gonna go into detail, but you just have these details that you're not gonna get in a regular Jordan 1, and so it's really pissing me off that people are sitting here hyping up the Mocha ones the way that they are. You have that kind of like sail colorway that they've been referring to, which I still think is just white. But if you look at the midsole, it kind of gets to what I was talking about with, it's almost like a cream color that you see almost on the shattered backboards, which I thought was super dope. You got like the ankle flaps. This is like Velcro. I mean, it's a lot more details that went into the Travis Scott ones than it did. And you can put, shit, I don't know, if you collect coins, you could put coins in there or something like that. But, and then the part that I love the most on the Travis Scott 1 was the upside down swoosh. And you guys know Nike. Nike, yeah, I mean, the whole reason why the relationship between Nike and Kanye was because Kanye wanted to do some kind of like off the wall shit, and Nike is a little bit more traditional, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously they're innovative, but they're innovative to a certain degree. And so you have like the upside down Nike, which kind of makes me think of like what are those shoes? I think they do them on like the Air Force Ones. But I thought that was like super dope on there. And then obviously you got that in the background. And so I say all of this to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are saying Mocha ones are better than Travis Scott's. If you're saying that, that makes me believe that you might have just got into the game within the past 2 to 3 months. 1, 2, you probably didn't cop the Travis Scotts to begin with because the shoe was hard as fuck to get, and I completely understand that. Or 3, you're just kind of following the bandwagon. But I'm going to say this one more time. There wouldn't be any Mocha ones, and the hype wouldn't be behind the Mocha ones if it wasn't for the Travis Scott ones. And we can debate on this all day. Like, let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. Poor man Travis Scott ones, the Travis Scott ones, and you got even more laces with the Travis Scott ones. You're entitled to your own opinion, but I gave you my reasons for why I think the Travis Scott ones are much better, in that, you know, I don't think the hype would have been the same had the Travis Scotts not released beforehand. But I'll finish off. Like I said, super dope shoe. Are they Travis Scott ones? No, they are not. But they are still a beautiful shoe within their own right. I love Jordan 1s. Like I told you guys at the beginning, this shoe was very hard to get. I don't know what was going on. It was really just an absolute shit show. So if you were able to get your hands on these and able to get multiples, that's super, super dope. Luck was on your side that day. Like I said, got my hands on one pair. So especially with the hype behind it, I had to give you guys a video on this. Peace.